And Peter Allen, another showstopper. He won special applause for Tenterfield Saddler, a moving glimpse of the life of his late grandfather. Pete owns some land and a house in Port Douglas, Queensland, and still calls Australia home. He flew in from San Diego and will be cutting a new album later on in the year. Now straight from the Academy Awards, Australia's Peter Allen, who despite a bad cold performed admirably again tonight. Last year he really broke through as a performer in America when he drew record crowds at the famed Radio City Music Hall in New York. And as we all know, very proudly know, he won an Oscar at the Academy Awards for the song he co-wrote for the hit movie Arthur. And what about songs like Tenterfield Saddler and I Still Call Australia Home? And we arrived back in Australia this morning following his Academy Awards engagement. In the background, the Premier Victoria, John Cain and Nancy Cain.
Close-up look there myself yet.
Here's Peter, shaking hands with the Prince.
She loves a lot of entertainment.
Oh, yes. She likes the rock and roll, too.
Loves the rock and roll. I think she might have liked the Ice House this evening.
Would have enjoyed Ice House immensely, I'm sure, and the Eurogliders. In fact, that whole Australian rock and roll sequence, it was great to see little Paddy and Cold Joy and the Deltones still rocking around after all these years. Fantastic to see. And Peter, of course, he was around then with his, pseudo brother. Yeah. The Allen brothers.
Great entertainer, gone on to such wonderful things. And we had Peter last week on Good Morning Australia. He is going off to Broadway. In fact, he was telling me earlier he's leaving on Thursday, goes into rehearsal for the show, and it's a show he had a lot to do in writing. But he tells me he's got to sign up for a 2-year contract. Now,
Whoa.
you know, you and I both know how long that is
time.
on Broadway when you're doing so many matinees. But the promoters believe that's the only way they can get in and out of those very expensive shows, because it's very expensive on Broadway these days. Absolutely.
Well, the Prince and Princess, well, the Princess is still with Russell Hitchcock. I think Prince Charles has moved on to Ivor Davies. I wonder if she's got a few albums of Air Supply at home. I think she might. I think she'd like a good love song. And they've certainly produced and sung many great love songs. There's David Mitchell, who would think would be breathing a great big sigh of relief at this moment and wiping his brow, happy that the concert is in fact over. But of course the Prince and Princess of Wales obviously having a wonderful time.